Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bluhdhaven podcast, episode number 62. As always, I'm your host, Balfour Wong. Today, I'm joined with...
Buddy.
And...
Bianca.
Yeah, it's been a while since B has been on the podcast, but we welcome her with open arms, as well as a very comfortable blanket. A little cold?
It's always cold in here.
So I'm excited because we just went to the... a board game shop called Owl of Games. We picked up 3 really interesting games, which you guys will see in the near future. But this week we came out with the League of Legends game, Mechs vs. Minions, which was really fun. Essentially, we played as 4 different Yordles who were trying to throw a bomb in the center of the map.
Kind of, yeah.
And minions are assholes.
Yeah, they are.
But that was a lot of fun. We got to play with Nico. And that was very entertaining. Also, a new episode of Tales of Yoibos Beginnings is now out. We're actually introducing a new character to our main campaign, and this next few episodes is going to be a short series revolving around Brandy's character named Raydraff. The character is a male shifter.
Yeah, male shifter.
And you'll get to see his journey, like, going towards the main campaign, which I'm really excited about.
Sounds awesome.
And we actually have to go through your backstory still.
Yeah.
I know.
Because you haven't touched B-Tree?
B-Tree
in forever.
I know. I'm starting to wonder if she's even alive.
If
at
she's
this
real.
point.
What is real?
No, we'll get there eventually. We'll eventually get back to the main campaign. This is kind of what the beginning series is kind of leading up to, is the rest of our campaign going forward. So, super excited about that. There's also a new episode of Vampire of Tucson by Night, which is releasing today. Don't forget to go check that out. Our vampires are getting put in interesting situations.
And doing stupid shit.
Saying stupid shit.
Seems smart to me. I know. I messed up.
It's really, really fun. We haven't had you on the podcast in forever. So, like, how are you enjoying playing Vampire with us?
Oh, it's super fun. It's great because my character knows nothing.
It's great.
Honestly, I feel like was an intentional setup by you because all you would tell me is, oh, you should read about it. But you didn't tell me how much there was to it. So yeah. I came into it just absolutely...
Blind.
Yeah.
But it made sense for your character.
It did.
I like that how you decided that's what... Like, essentially, you decided that was my character.
Okay, I won't lie. I took creative freedom with it. But it is panned out so well for us.
It's been fun.
It's been a lot of fun. That's probably, I'm not gonna lie, I think that is far more stressful. That's far more stressful for me than D&D, to be honest.
Really?
Vampire?
Yeah.
Just because there's so many different moving parts and so many characters that you guys are interacting with. Because I'm playing Xander, Patricia,
Cooper,
Hector, Cooper, Jeffrey, Guillermo. 7.
Crystal. You already said Crystal.
Did I say Calcifer?
Yes, you did.
Ron, Cassandra,
Travis, Jeffrey, or just
I
Jeff?
said Jeffrey.
Walter.
That's 11.
Dead.
That's 11 characters.
Yeah, that is a lot to go through.
Alice, Joshua.
And more to come.
That is a lot.
More to come.
Yeah, I'm like, there's gonna be way more characters in the future.
It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
that's insane.
Enrique as well.
Enrique.
I can't forget that.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Enrique loves you.
I don't know why.
And rest in peace, Raymond.
Yeah.
And Ron.
Yeah.
And Ron.
We'll have to figure that out. If you guys are curious about all these characters, make sure to go check out Tucson by Night. It is a audio-only drama that you can check out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as the site. So make sure to check it out. There are a few website updates that I made. you'll see on the very front page that we actually have our company logo now on the very front when you go to the website. So I have been trying to work on that a little bit as to try to make it a little easier for everybody who's on the website.
I don't like change.
This is true. But we're also trying to come up with new ideas. So if you're a community member on the site, or if you're interested in the site, please make sure to reach out to me on all of my social media. That way I can kind of create some more stuff for you guys.
You should do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's also we have a chat thing going on too on the site. Like I can message Buddy right now and be like, big donkey. Winky face.
So now I don't get a message on my phone.
He doesn't get a message on his phone, but he gets an email.
No, I do.
Ho-ho!
I technically do because the email turns it into a message kind of thing.
What?
Damn right. Our website's dope. But no, we're going to be shooting a couple of new board games here soon. There's going to be a new episode of the Sherlock... There's going to be a new episode of the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective coming out on Monday. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. It was torment.
That was a rough game.
Holy crap.
I hate that fucking game.
I gave up 5
That first
minutes
one
in.
that we did was far better than that second one. That second one just went completely off
There
the
were
rails.
too many dead bodies.
That's what was so confusing. Like the first one that we did when it was me, you, Buddy, and Chris, like at least there was a semblance of like order. When we did that one with Brandy, it was just chaos. Because
It really
there was body here, body there. There's
And
4 dead
Holmes
bodies.
figured out the bodies in less than 4 fucking leads.
Yeah, fuck you, Sherlock.
Impossible.
Which is crazy because the first one that we did was he took 8 leads to get
8
to.
leads, yeah.
But then that other one, that was wild. Super fun though. So make sure to check out the website on Monday for that. We are going to be doing a series of these Sherlock Holmes investigations. So if you guys continue to like those, let us know. Because we are thinking about doing a live stream of Jack the Ripper, which would be fucking so much fun. Buddy and Chris are going to die, but I'm going to enjoy myself.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking smooth brain. What the fuck you mean? You mean?
Well, I thought it was interesting because that second half, or the second one, it had that like decoder.
Yeah.
And like you guys were all done. But I was like, I gotta figure this out.
That game made me feel dumb.
I think I would rather go for the fucking 5 hours of Uno than ever touch Sherlock.
Oh my god, let's talk about that the other night. So we had a couple of
was
people over
epic.
to kind of have a just fun night of games. And we decided to play Uno. And dear God, did that
did
game
not
last
stop.
forever.
Yeah, we kept going.
So
We were determined.
the way that we play Uno is typically the same as everyone else. The only difference is instead of just drawing one card, if you can't play a card, you have to draw until you can put a card down, whether that's the number or the color. And holy crap, does it get intense. Yeah. Especially because the Uno that we're playing with, there's that one fucking card
Swap
that you can
hand.
swap.
Was that card always there?
No,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh,
no,
no?
it's because of the type of it's where we have like Uno Wild or whatever like
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
So you
Yeah.
can,
Yeah,
like,
I
write
got
your own.
wild by swapping hands. Okay.
So there's 2 of those in the fucking deck, and I think that's the reason why it lasted so long. It's
That
because
was
of
a
the swap.
nightmare.
Because I feel like if people didn't swap, then
We should have just taken those out.
I got out of that game in like 10 minutes.
I hate you.
No, you got lucky.
Because there was 5 of us.
Well,
Yeah.
what about after I left because I gave up?
Everyone else gave up, but I won for you by
Yeah.
default because I had the least amount of cards. They
Okay.
were playing. I'm not kidding you. After I got out, they were playing for a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're
And
not
you were
sorry.
about to leave too.
I know, like right before we started, you're like, "All right, guys, I'm going to go," and then B was just like, "Oh, how did it?" Because you're like, "I'm going to beat you."
Yeah,
or something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
wreck you in fucking Uno. I was like, that's a challenge, madam.
He's like, "Absolutely not."
But then I gave up and I quit.
Everyone quit. It's fine.
It was so long.
We're gonna play Uno again sometime.
No.
Yes.
Not this week, not in the
I
next
really
month.
wish that we had recorded that entire thing though, because that was fucking awesome.
It was getting crazy.
Just a little bit. Someone's gonna have to teach me how to play Phase 10 though.
Oh, I hate that game.
FaceTime.
Phase
Phase
10.
10.
What the fuck is that?
It's a card game, apparently.
okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the rules exactly, but I hated it. I mean, it's kind of fun. if you like rules, but there are a lot of rules to it. At least I thought there were.
Rules are there are no rules.
Saying vampire?
It is really easy to follow, like once you start playing it.
Once you understand it?
Yeah.
Is it just like any other card game where it's like, as you play it, you kind of get the mechanics of it?
Yeah. That's how I felt, at least.
We need
I'm
more
a
card
simpleton.
games. Like, I feel like we don't have enough card games.
I actually saw this kind of cool one when we were at the Isle of Games. I don't know
Why
why
don't you pick
I
it
didn't
up?
say anything. I don't
We
know.
were there!
I don't know. I felt weird. But it's, it seems Japanese based, but it's something about crows. Apparently there's a song about crows and something like, God, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called. But it's based off a song. It's a song lyric. And it's something about how, like, if crows show up, well, basically you're gonna die. So that's essentially the game.
Crows
You
overkill?
tried. Yes. So you have to try and give your opponent or anybody else you're playing with all the crows so you don't die and so that they die.
That looks cool.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't say anything.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
the description. Sanzen Sakai no Karasu wo... Hold on, that's in Japanese. In the games... in the game Sanzen Sakai, I'd kill all the crows in the world to be with you a little longer. Now titled Crows Overkill. In its newest edition, players role play guests in a red light district. Many birds gather in front of each character. The players must kill or move birds to prevent them from crying. If birds in front of the player cry, that player must leave the red district to go home. Drop out of the game. The player who manages to stay in the red light district the longest wins. That sounds cool. Why didn't we buy that?
I don't know.
Why didn't you say anything? Most
I
of the stuff,
don't know.
It was like most of the stuff I saw. I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is war stuff." All right, moving on.
I don't know.
I'm not a huge war person, but like, I'm happy that you are. Like, I'm happy that in our friend group, there's a designated like army dude. Like, you like, you know, World War One
And two, and
Yeah,
I
like-
get what you mean.
Yeah. What would you call that?
What
What would you call that
war
interest?
buff.
Oh, military buff.
Yeah,
war buff kind of
yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
There's also, when I was in Australia, apparently there's this like massive military game that they're like have a shit ton of minis, like naval, tank,
The
air.
Fuck.
I gotta figure out what it's called because I feel like you would love it. And they're like, there's a lot of miniatures to it.
Cool.
The more you know.
Yeah. But we're actually interested in another game that we just looked into, which is the Alien role-playing game. So, as you guys know, we love tabletop role-playing games. Apparently, this is a tabletop based in the world of Alien.
Sounds so fun.
I am so fucking excited for this.
It's too bad they didn't have it at the store, though.
Yeah, we did look just
Yeah.
to see if they had a semblance of it, but we'll just have to order it online, just like everything else. That's the only crappy thing is, like, the board game shop that we go to, like, they have a lot of variety of games, but, like, titles that we're specifically into, they never have, which I'm really bummed about.
Yeah.
Because
It's always, like, sold out or something.
when I went to them, like, months ago to go find the vampire stuff, they had nothing.
Went there today.
Went there today, they had like 4 expansions of it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not fair. We're always ahead of the game. But no, I'm super excited for that Alien thing.
Me too.
Maybe we'll, depending on how well we
Can I play
enjoy
the
it.
alien?
No.
Oh.
You gotta be a survivor. I mean, depending on the mechanics, maybe she could be.
Maybe depending. Can make you a chest burster.
Those things are so ugly. I love them.
No, we'll figure it out though. But for the audience, what is your guys' favorite RPG, like tabletop game? What is something that you guys are interested in? I know a lot of people like the Game of Life, like the classic games. What are those? Like Life, Monopoly. Would you say Scrabble?
Scrabble. Yahtzee.
Like
Pictionary.
that's Pictionary. How
Yahtzee.
come we have never played Pictionary in this house?
I don't know, but I would
have.
love to.
Oh, that's Picturica.
No, that's
excuse me.
Picturica. Let's play Pictionary.
But I want like the old school one where you just get a little pad and a little pencil. And
We
you
need
gotta draw it out.
whiteboards in this house. We need whiteboards, expo markers, and erasers.
Well, okay. We
So
can buy some.
Let's make a Target run.
Target.
Because we go to Target in this house.
Target.
Target. Target, not the Walmart. Okay,
The Walmart.
the Walmart.
Bougie sons of bitches.
I mean, Walmart's not that bad. Actually, because of him, I just stopped going to Walmart altogether.
You're welcome.
I
You're
never-
enlightened.
I never minded Walmart. You know, they had cheap things.
Target does too.
Sure,
Listen, it's all the same.
It really
it's not.
Is it not?
The prices are different. Pay attention.
Damn.
Can we get our bougie dog food
At Walmart,
cheaper at Walmart?
I think Walmart actually does have the dog food there. Just
For
saying,
cheaper?
but I don't know.
I doubt it.
I never price compared. At least
For
not
sure.
the dog food. At least not the dog food.
Our dogs are bastards, man.
They're terrible.
They suck.
They purposely starve themselves
They
for
do.
like 2 days, and because we buy them good food. Okay, we buy them good food. You know, Blue Buffalo. And
Not a sponsor.
they just get bored with it. So they won't eat for a couple of days and then they'll finally eat. And there's just no way to force them to eat. Like,
Oh yeah, you can't force them to eat, no.
yeah, I used to have this trick though where I would just like soak the food in water. So maybe it were,
Yeah.
a little more
Yeah, but that was
fun.
back when Soot had like gum issues. That was fine.
No, I used to do that in general. Like, just to get him
God.
to eat because like they get bored. It's
Yeah,
really
but
funny.
even when we give them new food, they're like, eh.
I think you
Yeah.
got fucking dogs with cat mentalities.
Yeah,
Our dogs are spoiled as balls, and it makes me angry.
I know. And I feel like it's partially my fault too.
No. It's not partially your fault. It's wholeheartedly your fault.
How could you adopt a dog and even be like an ounce mean to them? Like just get angry at them.
I'm
It's
never
so
mean to my dog.
not mean, but just get angry at them for doing something.
I get annoyed.
Because then they look so scared.
That's when they learn.
Oh, God.
I don't know because they were
Sorry.
abused.
No.
And poor Cade, whenever he gets sad, like, it's so depressing because, like, his tail, like, really goes under his legs, and then his little ears just go down. And
Yeah,
he's just like,
and he gives you those puppy eyes. So sad.
You don't want to hear my answer. He ain't my
that's
fucking...
what gets B. Like, anytime they start looking sad, she's just like, oh, I'll give him to you.
Like, you ain't my fucking dog. What are you looking at me for?
That's what I'll do. Like, sometimes, like, So will look sad, and she'll just be like, I'm like, no, get him away. just shoo. But he's a good dog. No, like,
They're good dogs.
I love our dogs. It's just, I just wish they would eat their damn food. Why is it so
Well,
hard?
Well, yeah, it's never gonna happen.
No, you don't have a dog at home, do you?
My mother wouldn't allow it. She's
Yeah.
afraid of them.
Oh,
Of
fair
dogs?
Yeah,
Even a little one?
Mm-hmm. But she's thought about it before, like when she used to still go to therapy. They brought a dog in. She was terrified, and it's just like, listen, it probably has something residual, but it's just like eventually you'll come into it. And she started. It was like a puppy, and she was still scared of it. And
What
then-
happened?
What if we get you a chihuahua?
Huh?
A chihuahua.
Oh fuck no! Fuck that inflated little no.
They're mean
There's
dogs.
only there's only like 2 breeds of dog that I would ever love to have in my household.
A Yorkie.
No,
Hmm.
it's a German Shepherd
Oh.
or like a Rottweiler or maybe some sort of
She wants a Great Dane.
No, I want a Doberman.
Oh, Doberman. Yeah.
Dobermans are fucking.
You want,
amazing.
like, villain dogs.
I do.
There's
yeah.
it's an Italian breed like K Casso or something. It basically looks like a very large pit bull.
K Casa?
Who? What?
Yeah, it's an Italian breed like K.
K what?
Like put in CASO Italian dog breed.
Caso Italiano.
Ooh, second thing that pops up on my search.
Whoa!
Cane Corso.
Cane Corso.
Wow.
Dude.
They're pretty.
That would be my go-to dog.
Yeah, it's like a beefy pit bull.
Oh, you should get the pure black one. Oh my god. If you ever get one, make sure you buy him a spiked collar.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
how
think
funny. Wow, they're really pretty.
so this is what we're gonna do when we get a mansion, right? Because that's gonna happen.
Get the
in future.
Dobermans.
Well, yeah. Once we have time, or once it's their time to move on, we'll get.
Why would you say
I'm
that?
saying, like, Because by the time we get a mansion, right?
So it's getting there, man.
Yeah, he's old.
He's got like 3 years.
Oh my god! Don't say that.
I really don't know.
But yeah, we'll get you 2 Dobermans, and then I'll get my husky. Like,
I don't know.
Siberian husky.
I have this thing about animals where once you've already had one type, like if you've had a bird or a cat or a dog, like once it dies, I can't just get another one. Like when
You've never had a Doberman.
I mean like the animal type, you know, like
the
a
specific
bird.
breed or whatnot.
Like I used to have a parakeet. When she died, I didn't want another one because none would compare to her.
Oh, that's understandable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mom's dog, she had the sweetest little dog. She died. We ended up getting a new one. She is so freaking cute. She's adorable and lovable, but my mom doesn't feel that same connection as she did with the other dog.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, you know, if Sid died, hell no.
Would you get a small dog?
No.
So that's why we'd get the Dobermans.
No, that's why we would get the cow.
What?
Oh, yeah, so one of the cats.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Once we get the mansion, then we'll have a room for the cat.
There'd only be like
fine.
3 dogs in my life if I ever had the choice. And I already have them named. It's Gregor, Wolf, and Rex.
Okay, that's cool. For those who don't know,
Those
who are not Star Wars nerds, they're clone troopers.
That I didn't know.
This is the only 3 I'd ever have in my life.
Would you get them the different colored collars?
Fuck yes!
I need to still make you watch all the Star Wars stuffs.
Don't let him.
Betty, help. Oh, wait, what? You have Star Wars channel?
Do you not see what I'm looking at here? Or wearing, excuse me. I was disappointed in season 7. We've talked about that already.
Yeah, like, that whole thing with the clone troopers at the very end was super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was very heartfelt, very emotional, but it's just, I don't understand why they had to show Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would have been perfectly fine if they didn't overlap at all.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just angry that they made it so while Anakin was killing people, he came to say goodbye to Ahsoka. Like,
no.
The mental state just doesn't make any sense to me.
That's really it. Anyway.
I'll show you later. Darth Maul, though, that's dope.
Oh, God.
So cool. Star Wars. Actually, we've been watching it's a series called Paranormal Caught on Tape.
Oh, God.
On Discovery Plus. It is so interesting and so infuriating at the same time.
Well, with some of the videos, you can absolutely debunk it and you can tell what it is because people already have.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple of things where we were like, oh no, it's this, it's that. Like that breathing forest, it's just because of bacteria or something.
Or last night we were watching like this girl, she was like, I'm freaking out because look, there's aliens and there's something in the sky. And I'm like, that was the Elon Musk rocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on guys, like be a little more like
believable.
Yeah, and I think that's why I get really annoyed sometimes with those segments. But then there's other segments, like I was telling you earlier, about that guy who just did a live stream. And there was a shadow person literally on his bed with like the top half of the torso was just gone.
Was not authentic.
What do you mean? It was a live stream.
I don't know. I just found it very bizarre that is how he angled the camera. Like, he just decided, let me tilt it this way a little.
Well, also think about it as someone who live streams, right? Look at your camera. Right? You're doing this, and he's like this close. Right? So you figure, if you're showing something behind you, to tilt this way. Look, now I can see you.
That's my point. He had the intention to show behind him.
He was in a hallway and then went to his bedroom.
I don't know. I don't know.
Shadow people do exist. So, I mean, it would make sense.
Well, no. I mean, there were some that were very convincing and really did freak me out.
Dude, that one... There's this guy, like, he moved in... What was it? Like, in Maine or something like that? Their house used to be, like, a parish. And, like, it was converted into a house. He moved into the house.
That one.
And he's, like, hardcore skeptic. Doesn't believe in spirits. Doesn't believe in nothing. But he started hearing noises, like, people talking. And then, like, he heard someone up in his bedroom. So he grabbed his phone, went up, turn the corner, and it's just a black person
there.
right in front of him. And like you can hear him go like, "What the fuck?" Like he was
You're about ready to like jump on him.
Yeah, it was scary. Like as soon as I saw that preview, I jumped up in bed. I was like, "Ah," because that's freaky. Like that's probably one of my like maybe like fourth most fearsome thing to happen to me.
Shadow people.
Well, is to turn a corner and not expect something like right there.
Yeah,
because that's what it felt like. Like he turned the corner and just a boom.
It's like when I like when the games do that where they have no like loud noises or music to show it's gonna be a jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, let's say you turn a corner, like look in the bathroom. As soon as you turn around, there's just someone staring at you, and then just disappears.
Oh no! There was another one where like a guy was in. It was like a hotel room, and like he took a picture in the mirror and just saw someone like right behind him.
Oh, the one it's supposed to be a lady from like the early 1900s.
Yeah, where they said that they found a bun, but like when you're looking at the picture, it doesn't look like
it looked like nothing.
Yeah,
it's like the one picture they showed. It showed like a child on a meadow and whatnot, and it showed like someone in a biohazard suit, but no one was there.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, that one from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that photo.
So creepy.
It is really odd.
There's another one where it was like 2001 or whatever at Gettysburg.
Oh yeah, they showed
Gettysburg.
Yeah, where they show like a half troop, half soldier or something.
Well, no, it wasn't just that. It was like you saw spirit, like these entities, like walking upward through like the
into
through the
trees, like upward into the trees.
Yeah.
It was really odd. But then, like on the other side, it's just a cliff that goes down.
Yeah.
So what are they walking up on?
I know,
Nothing.
so cool.
Probably
so
ladders.
hiding in the tree for something. I don't know.
I don't know. It was peculiar. That's what I don't know. I have a thing with these shows where I'm like, I just want to see ghosts.
I love it.
It's like the one show they did with like the debunk stuff, where they actually like try to debunk the paranormal or like conspiracy theories ones. Like the one I remember watching the most was a police chase they show on they have dash cam footage where they're going on a high speed pursuit, and all of a sudden you just see the cop car stop immediately, and the vehicle keeps going, but there's a chain link fence.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, and they're trying to figure out like how did he do this, and they tried different types of chain link fences, and they couldn't find a way to actually debunk it.
That's cool. You have to tell me what show that is, because I would love to watch that. Because right now, the only show I have not waited weekly for a show to come out in years. But now that we started watching Ghost Nation, it's like every Friday I look forward to it.
I love it because you know how all the other paranormal shows of ghost hunters, there's always music in the background. Mm-hmm. There's always like a...
It's like the...
Yeah. And
a little hydrophone or whatever they call it.
It's so frustrating because you want to hear what they're hearing. So that's why Ghost Nation is like the best.
Yeah.
Especially Ghost Hunters. That's a good show too.
Yeah, so Ghost Nation is with Jason Hawes, Dave Tango, and Steve... Crap, can't remember his last name.
I think it's like Gonzalez or something.
Yeah, Steve Gonzalez. So it's like these three guys were part of the original Ghost Hunters team. They've made their own show. And like B saying, while they're investigating, there's not that annoying like horror music.
Sound effects.
Yeah, like while they're investigating. And it's fucking nice because you're just like, all right, I feel like I'm investigating with them. On top of that, they have really good fucking cameras now. And they don't do like the infrared shit. Like the black and white or green and...
like the old, like 2008 cameras.
Yeah. So it's literally just them putting a flashlight in the room, letting the flashlight illuminate it, and then it's just a regular camera as they're doing experiments. And it's fucking awesome.
Scrolling on through.
Next video idea. We actually we do Phasmophobia in real life.
Dude, B and I were talking about it.
Do it.
I would fucking love to go on a ghost hunt. Like
I'll just videotape you guys.
Like a full-on... production of us going into a house doing an investigation would be so rad.
Please,
I'd piss myself.
So would I, and it'd be horrifying, but I'd be so down.
Like if there's ever like a second floor to this, all of a sudden I'm gonna do my own thing. You're just gonna hear, no, I'm out.
No, I mean like that would be.
I mean, I'd be down for it.
So
I'd be
much
terrified
fun.
as shit, but I'd do it.
Yeah.
Well, but as an empath, would that worry you that you'd bring something home, like after leaving?
No, because. For me, I am very comfortable in letting something know that I don't appreciate their presence. Like I told you, when we first moved in here, I didn't feel good.
I felt fine. Might be because I'm evil.
You brought it in here. No, but like after we staged the house and I said a couple of things, like now I'm like, woo, everything's fine.
Okay.
So, no, I think it'd be super fun to go and investigate. Amateur investigation.
Fucking GoPro cameras and everything.
Here's the thing: if we get enough subscribers over the next year, maybe that can be something for next year.
Where would we go?
Yuma?
There are a lot of
Tombstone?
haunted locations.
Oh my god. Tombstone would be terrifying.
Tombstone would be fucking horrifying.
Yeah, it would be.
We can do it.
Because the fact that it's still a running town.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll discuss it if that ever comes to light. But until then, we will do detective work. But yeah, I guess other than Ghost Nation every week, we've been watching WandaVision.
I like WandaVision. And then I saw that they're gonna have who's that, guys? From Captain America. What were their names again? The bad guy and then his friend.
What are you
Hawk?
talking about?
Bucky?
You're talking
Yes,
about
yes.
the Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yes.
Yes, they are going to have a new show that comes out in March, and it's going to be like a buddy cop show.
I want to see it.
We will watch it. It does look really good, though.
Yeah.
I remember something. I don't mean to...
Yeah, go for it.
I remember this. It's somewhere in San Francisco. A couple literally picked up their house and moved it 6 blocks.
Why?
Don't remember why, but it was like this Victorian era like house that they decided to move. They picked it up with like metal dollies and all that and went 1 mile an hour down the street to move it 6 blocks, and it cost them like $500,000 to do it.
Holy shit! That's wild.
That's expensive.
They had to like close down roads, change signs so they could all do this.
That is madness. God, I wish we had that much money.
There's a video of it out somewhere because it just happened recently.
How do you raise a house? My grandmother in New Orleans had her house raised.
You take out the foundation. Well, you don't take out the foundation, but you dig around the foundation and bring it up.
That's why it costs a lot, because you're literally bringing the whole house with you.
That's so crazy.
That would be frightening. Like, God, like I know a house is sturdy, but when you take out the foundation...
But, I mean, did they take out the foundation?
That's the only way that you'd be able to move a house.
Huh. Wow.
At least from my understanding. Like, they would have had to have dig the entire area around it, and then find ways to get below it to then lift it. See if I can find it. And then, I mean, unless they took it, like
what kind of
section by
machines
section.
do you use for that?
Well, remember that we're watching something where it was maybe like in Long Island or something like that, where like this millionaire mistress or whatever like broke down her house in sections and then like moved it to a different state.
Oh, that's probably how they did it back then.
Yeah, still crazy.
Yeah,
why can't we have cool houses here?
Because Arizona.
We need a millionaire to move in and just make it interesting. Just give houses to us all. It's fine.
There's the house.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Don't worry, I'll put it right here for the video podcast. Wow. San Francisco.
Weird.
What? Alexa's talking to us.
Ghosts.
Spooky. Yeah, no, what's everyone's favorite ghost show? I know I can't say that I enjoy it, but I do watch it, is Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate the host with a passion.
I hate them all. Dude. Like, it's
bro. That is like all of their investigations is bro.
And the occasional, like, bleeps.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I think I watch it because I do enjoy when they catch evidence.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm like, all right, this is cool. This was totally worth it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crap to go through.
I think I like Ghost Adventures a lot, but I think the one episode that terrified me, I think they're in a hospital or an asylum, right? And one of them jumps, like, because something showed up in front of him, freaked the fuck out, and it showed that he still had the camera looking in that direction, but the camera legit froze as something came up, but nothing was shown. All you hear him scream. It freezes, and then it shows him running out the room.
That's weird.
And they have no way of explaining it because all the cameras were working and everything.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, like, stuff like that, I get super skeptical about.
Yeah.
Like, with freeze frames or, like, cut frames. Because there's a lot of their investigations where, like, they'll be like, I don't know, it's working and it just stops. Which, granted, I'm sure that definitely happens. But my production mind goes like, I don't know. That's a little weird.
But I like the OG Ghost Hunters better.
They always talk about how, like, entities use up a lot of the energy in it.
EMF and all that.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, I know
why.
it totally could happen. It's just I get super skeptical with there. Because, I mean, there's a lot of evidence now, especially with that new paranormal show we're watching. Like, there's a lot of hardcore evidence that can be captured.
Yeah.
Especially during the day.
Oh, yeah.
I love it when it's during the day.
Yeah.
People forget it happens during the day, too.
Yeah.
We're just too
That's
busy
happened
to
a few
notice.
times with me during the day at my trailer park.
That makes sense.
Creepy.
Well, have I told you that I actually have a shadow person in my room?
No.
Yeah. I've told
Like
you
in your current
I told you
home?
the story. Well, you and Chris off air.
You're right.
In your current
Tell
home?
her.
In my current home, yes. So I don't know if it's something that may have followed me or not, but it doesn't seem to have any sort of ill intent. I realized it when I usually close my door when I sleep. Now I kind of keep it open so I don't notice it. If I eventually just relax on my bed and whatnot, I'm trying to go to bed. From my dresser that's on my right side, I will look and then I will see like a shadow. It looks like a very like elongated shadow for a dresser. And when I went to go shift, went behind the dresser.
Oh, fuck no.
And I was like, oh, that's what you are. I'm not going to go to bed real soon. And then eventually it just became a thing of like, it's there. Doesn't want to hurt me. Doesn't do anything when I'm asleep. So we're fine. So I'm guessing it's probably like some sort of like, quote unquote, guardian or something like that.
Yeah, I would say the one thing that really irritates me about that show that we watch is like how anytime they're talking about a shadow person, they're like, it's there, it's evil, it's going to hurt you. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, just based on, I guess, past interactions. I don't know. So this is what they explain in the show, and I don't know how accurate this is, but that they just kind of show up based on your emotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're just observers from what I can remember. Shadows are just observers. If they want to do something, they would have done it.
Creepy.
Yeah. And my from my experience is if there's something that's there, like you're saying, depending on what energy you project, you'll get that in return. Like, remember when we were living at the old house and you felt like there was always something standing there?
Always at the doorway. Never entered.
Yeah.
Just always at the doorway. That's what I felt. I don't know if it was...
I mean, I can tell you from personal experience, there was something there.
I
lived in that room for years. Whatever, you felt it.
Yeah. It was quite frequent, too. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I just kind of look over there, and I get this weird feeling. Like, oh, that's weird. And then I went back to bed.
Yep. I can never go back to it, though. Like, once I get that feeling, I'm like...
I don't know. I think, like, after so many things happening when I was a kid, I just kind of, like,
got
it in my... Yeah. Just like, yeah.
Your hauntings were traumatizing as a child. I don't know, man. Some of your stories that you've told me, I'm like, holy crap.
Dude, something touched my head. Like, it was, like rubbing my head, like that. Oh, my God.
I've had that happen before.
Oh, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it is fucking weird. There's times where I just don't move. It's just like it's just the air. It's just the fan.
Is it you? Or
the air moving like that?
That's what I'm saying. It's just the fan. It's just the fan. We're fine.
Was it you who was saying that like there was a little girl who like giggled or something?
Yeah, no, that correlated with that event that morning. It was in the morning. Okay, my little sister and I used to share a room, and she left to go into my older sister's room. And I heard them in there, like, shuffling around on our nightstand, and then they left. And I was like, okay. So I just continued to lay there, pretended to be asleep. And I heard a little giggle behind me. And behind me was just my wall. My back was to the wall, and I heard a little giggle. And I'm like, okay, that's not weird. And one of the biggest things that always happened in our room was our little glass figurines we kept on the nightstand. They would always end up like, we would wake up and they'd be facing at us. We never put them that way, okay? So that was really... So I heard something clink in my room. I was like, oh God, it's happening. And then I felt that hand massage on my head, and I called my sisters in, and then I ran into her room once they came in. I was like, I'll leave them in there.
You're like, things are weird.
It was so crazy. A lot went on. It was so
That's
bizarre.
why I'm so nervous to go visit your family. Like,
I think it's just because of all the things my mom used to collect. She loves antiques.
don't buy crap from antique stores.
Hey, well, she didn't believe in that.
There's literally a fucking Raggedy Ann that they have somewhere in fucking the Midwest.
What's it called? It's called the... Oh, God.
The demon doll. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a nickname for it.
But it's an actual shop where they actually have it locked behind glass casings, and they tell you not to touch it for a reason.
Yeah, and then someone comes in and blesses it like every month or something.
Yeah, there was a Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, I remember that.
Annabelle.
Yeah, they
Annabelle.
did like a 24-hour live stream, like being in that fucking area.
Yeah. See, like, one of the things that I don't like about Ghost Adventures, though, is like how... I understand it being a creepy situation. I understand you being fearful, but they're like overly scared. Like,
they are over the top.
Way over the top. And like, you know, with Ghost Nation, it's like, you see that they're freaked out, but they're like, oh, God, all right. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Let's go and investigate it.
I think maybe that's why Ghost Adventures has like a lot more going on, because they feed off that energy, and because they're getting so scared, there's so much more, while, you know, everyone else in Ghost Nation, they're calm. They're being calm.
Yeah, they're super calm. Like, even when shit happens, they're like, whoa. Like, the new experiment that they're doing with that fog machine is so cool. So, they have a commercial grade fog machine, and they'll just let the room fill with fog, and you can see random entities, like something just in the center of this fog appears.
So cool.
Like, you can see the floor, there's something that's circling around it, but there's nothing that's behind the fog, nothing to the side of it.
That's freaky.
It's so fucking cool.
One that was really cool was when they were doing the fog thing in one of the rooms. It used to be like a boarding school or something. Nothing is in that room, but the fog, like, it looks like there's a bed there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It took like the form of a bed frame.
Yeah.
It was so rad.
I think, and then I just started watching, and then once I go down that rabbit hole, I start watching like Spirit Box videos.
I love Spirit Box videos, dude. I love listening to Spirit Boxes, because that's something that's really compelling, just from a like logical standpoint. Because, so for people who don't know, a Spirit Box is essentially a FM radio that circulates through different frequencies every second, or you can change the frequency of how quick it changes through the frequencies. But it doesn't go through the frequencies going forward, it goes backwards. So for instance, if you're listening to like 92.7 or whatever, the next second it'll be 92.5, next second 92.3. It gradually goes through the sequences. And the concept is, if a entity can talk through these energy waves, they will have enough juice for them to make full-on sentences. And in theory, because you're switching through the frequencies every second, you shouldn't hear a full word. Or at least a series of words. So that's why I feel like these boxes are compelling to me. Because they'll be like replies after a second. It'll be like, you know, is your name Rebecca? And, you know, you'll hear like...
No, kind of like the stuff like that.
Yes. Like, it'll be like a forced phrase. The more compelling ones are the ones where it's like you can hear a cadence to the sentence. Those ones I'm always interested in. But I also get frustrated though, because as like an audio person, it's like I don't get why the audio is so blown out when you're trying to prove evidence and stuff like that. But those are really, really fun for me. What is one of the most interesting EVPs that you've heard? EVP, by the way, is an electronic voice phenomenon. It's something that you hear on a recorder, not while you're in the room.
There's like this guy, I think he's in a forest. I saw like a snippet of it, and it was just weird. He looked like he was at a camping site. it was dark. He's like having a conversation, like if it's a vlog or anything, but he has like the volume a little bit up in a way, and you start hearing like "shut up."
That's weird.
You know, and all that, or just like the occasional growling, but it's not like an animal; it's like a human.
Yeah,
growling.
like
yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to watch this. It's 3 a.m.
yeah, there's some that are just too freaky to
like the one I remember telling you on the last podcast, where like these guys are in like in a, I don't know what fucking building it is, and they were like going through a oven or like some sort of like a furnace crematory thing, and you just hear like in a full sentence like, I have a body of a pig.
See, that's creepy.
Yeah.
that's just too much. Talking about EVPs and stuff like that. Like, ugh. I don't know. There was a group that I guess there was a gangster who was affiliated with Al Pacino.
Rocco.
And
he
was
Al
kind of
Pacino,
hot.
the actor?
No, Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Oh, I was say like, all right.
Al Capone, and so like this building was now turned into like a tire shop. But like apparently there used to be like a lot of like shakedowns and stuff at this building. So like they asked straight out like, "Are you affiliated with Al Capone?" Second later on the voice box or the spirit box was like, "Yes." Like, how many people died here? 18. Like
3 in the walls.
That was creepy. Yeah, they're like 3 in the walls. Yeah, it was like, whoa, that's wild. And then like shit was being thrown and stuff like that. That is always what makes me excited too, is seeing, you know, items being tossed. Like, or like there's a guy who like took a picture of the ball, and like the ball was like shifting forward, not rolling forward, but like as if someone was pushing it. Like those videos are always compelling because it's like, how the fuck do you explain that? Please enlighten me.
That one was cool.
Show me your fake science.
Right. It kind of reminds me of like, I know Phasmophobia is only supposed to scare you for so much, but there was one incident that fuck out of me. We were doing a mission in high school, and I was looking. We couldn't find out where the fucking ghost was, and then it's on recording, but I don't know if he still has the footage. I was in a room, and all of a sudden they just told me, like, turn around, turn around, turn around. I was like, I don't want to turn around. And apparently, just like from down the hallway, not from the gym, but down the hallway, just a fucking basketball was just rolling down the hallway.
That's creepy.
I was like, no, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, the last time I played Phasmophobia, I was really fucking confused because I didn't realize that they added those audio cues. So, like, because they just had recently added that, the female ghost.
Yeah.
Like the one that's like all done up in a gown or whatever. So when we were playing, all I heard was, like, I heard someone whispering, and I was like, all right, guys, stop being assholes. I fucking turn around, and she just pops up, and I'm like, ah! We need to play Phasmophobia again, because I haven't played in such a long time. You should play. You should play it with us.
You should.
How do you play that?
You go in and you hunt a ghost.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
It's
a good, like, training before you actually
before we go out there and do it.
it.
But this is the thing with Phasmophobia, though. It's like, it's scary because it's instantly loud noise.
For you,
yes. Yeah, like I was explaining to them, like I didn't realize that this was an actual phobia, but like instant loud noises frighten the hell out of me. That's why I don't do well in those games, because it's a sudden loud noise.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and if you're on a ghost hunt, that typically doesn't happen. Like normally it's like a slammed door. Or like, yeah, I'll get startled, but like it's not in my ears. You know, like I'm wearing headphones when I'm playing Phas. So it's like boom! And you're like, ah! But yeah, like
I mean that could be startling. It startles me every once in a while.
Where it feels like your phone's vibrating in that game terrifies me.
Oh yeah, like
it's like, no, please, I'm out of here.
No, but I'm just happy because like for the longest time I've always wondered why that always bugs me, but it doesn't bug anybody else that I know. And like I'm happy that I read that it's like an actual thing. Like I'm not crazy.
I mean, we're all a little crazy.
Just a little bit psycho here. No, but I want there to be more ghost shows.
Me too.
Come on, paranormal investigators, get on it.
We can start our own.
It's true.
Absolutely.
It's true. We just need funding.
We can start here.
All right, everyone, bring in your equipment. That'd be a fun live stream. Just turn off all the lights.
I'd be kind of scared. Like,
Because then
This
we
is
piss
where
it
I
off,
sleep.
and then we have to go to sleep.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, it'd be a lot of fun, though. But we're coming up on time, so thank you guys for watching this episode of the Bluhdhaven podcast. Don't forget to go check out the new episode of Tales of Yoibo's Beginnings, as well as Tucson by Night. We'll be back next week for a new episode, so make sure to subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
Bye.